Well, fantastic. Thanks, software or YouTube, who knows? The second time that I've been live for for our daily class, and it's been the wrong live, even though I scheduled it. Anyway, here we are. Here I am teaching live for day 16 of the English Transformation Daily Live English classes. And for the last 15 minutes, I've been teaching in the wrong place because my live schedule show didn't go live. So I'm sorry if you were waiting and then you disappeared. Obviously, be watching this at a later date. That really sucks, of course, but you know, not much we can do about it. If that's the biggest problem I have in my day, then I'm pretty lucky. But if you were waiting, I am sorry. God. There we go. There we go. All right, there are a couple of us here. Thank you so much. I was fixing Kaz's work, and then he was going to try and have a Skype chat. So let me know who you are. Say hello. You can write some example comments if you want, and I will correct those errors as I was with Kaz just earlier. And if you'd like a chat, then we can organize a chat as well. Kaz might come on later to do so. This is day 16 of English Transformations live daily class. It's probably the 18th time I've been live because, as I said, I just went live for 15 minutes to basically myself, and I wondered why. I thought you'd all disappeared and left me, but actually my computer system went live without being on schedule. So we'll blame me because it's always my fault. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Roxy. Sorry if I kept you waiting for 15 minutes, my darling. Alex, sorry. Thank you for being here. I don't know why my voice got deeper talking to a guy, but there you go. Well, that sucked, didn't it? Anyway, how are you all? Hopefully you are well. Kaz, I don't know how you were in the previous place, but thank you very much. And of course, now you might not want to go live and have a Skype chat, but we can do it another time. If you would like to, of course, then that's totally fine. Anyway, let's move on to this. Now, let's start with these. Let's start with these phrasal verbs, because I've just done a couple of those. And the first one is one that my friend uses all the time. I'm pretty sure it is, let's put a little one underneath there. Let's go, let's not do that. Let's go around. All right, like that. Big up. As I said, my friend uses this quite a lot. It's particularly English, and it might be the cool kids say it. I don't. Big up. What do you think it means? If you would like to, good morning, Kaz, and everybody. If you'd like to put in there what you think it means. It's very hard to know what phrasal verbs mean, of course. What it means is to exaggerate something's importance. So if a person is doing that to themselves, they're making themselves seem more important or better than they are. So it could be, for example, he loves to big himself up. Strange, isn't it? To big is not a verb, but big yourself up or big somebody up. I can make you feel better by bigging you up, giving you praise, etc., making you feel better. Not if the person is feeling a bit sad, maybe. I could make you feel better and encourage you, but to big somebody up can be nice. If you're doing it yourself, it's probably not very nice. Anyway, if you'd like to write an example with big up yourself, you can. I'm not cool enough to use that. Maybe you are. Anyway, There you go. The next one I chose just because it says bone up, and that sounds funny to naughty little English boys. Bone up on. Bone up on is in relation to study. And it means study hard for a particular reason. So at the moment on my phone, I use Duolingo, which is a language learning app. I used to hate it, and now I quite like it. You can use it. I don't get any money for that, but it's not a bad idea. I suggest that you do. And I study a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Portuguese, a little bit of Mandarin, very little bit. And but I don't bone up on it. But if I really need to be good at something, I need to refresh and get very good, then I might use bone up. I need to bone up on my IELTS writing skills. So if you have left IELTS writing for a long time and then you have a test coming up, you might need to do this. You might need to bone up on something. Cool. Cool. I think I need to do phrasal verbs series. Phrasal verbs for love. Phrasal verbs for the hospital. Phrasal verbs for whatever. I don't know. Let me know what sort of topics or situations you would like to learn vocabulary about, and phrasal verbs, etc. And I will do that instead of random ones. I'm pretty random when I make my classes. So anyway, that's the last straw. Now this is idiom, I should say. So we're changing now to idioms. That keeps that in, doesn't it? Idioms. That's the last straw. I would use this very possibly with my children, because if I ask them to tidy up their toys, they don't always do so. And like one last thing that they might do would annoy me. They might be annoying me throughout the day. They're kids being kids. That's okay, but it gets a bit much sometimes. And so my patience has run out. One thing annoyed me, and that was okay. Another couple of things annoyed me, and that was okay. And then finally, this last thing annoyed me, and I lost my patience. I got angry, or you were doing a bad job at work, and I let it go because I'm nice. And then eventually, sorry, you have to lose your job. Go. Because that was the last straw. The straw that broke the camel's back, or something. Cool? My patience has run out. That's what it means. That's what we can use it for. Now, we're in the time of coronavirus and social isolation, social distancing. We're all stuck at home, can't see friends and family so much, so we have to use video apps like this, I suppose, for chatting and communicating with our friends. And it's not so good. It's not as good as meeting people in real life, although this is real life, I suppose. But we are in quarantine, lockdown. So you might ask how your friend is going. How are you in quarantine with no work and no school, stuck at home with the children, or by yourself, which could be worse? And in response to that, if everything's okay, you might say, so far so good. So far so good. Thanks. That's always nice to add thanks at the end. And it just means everything is going okay so far. It's been 2 or 3 weeks in quarantine, lockdown, no work, no school. And so far so good. Everything's going okay so far. Thanks. But I don't know what will happen in the future. How's your new job? So far so good. How's your new relationship? So far so good. Whatever. Cool. Don't forget, if you have any questions or comments, please put it in the questions or comments, and I will correct your errors, as I was doing with Kaz, and I probably should do. Did I get rid of it? I didn't. Let's do that quickly now. Get rid of all this red, even though you can see the bloody stuff. All right. So Kaz wrote, Let's get rid of that again. Nice, nice. Kaz wrote this example, this relative clause example. In fact, he wrote a lot of them, and a lot were correct. But there is this example. My friend is working at the hospital, used to study at the same university as me. It was something similar to that. And it's a little bit wrong. It's a little bit wrong. If we have a look at this bit here and that bit there, because this is the verb. My friend used to study at the same university as me, and then is working at the hospital. That describes your friend. Well, it's wrong because in this relative clause, something is missing, isn't it? My friend is working at the hospital. And the thing that is missing is the subject. The antecedent is the subject. So my friend who is working at the hospital, that's correct. Or my friend working at the hospital used to study at the same university as me. That would be right. Who? Who? I don't know who, but who does make it better. Exactly right, Roxy. Or we take both of them out. I would put who just like you, and then you would be correct and I would too. Rhymes like a poet. Beautiful. Like Shakespeare. He's not a poet, was he? Nice one, Rox. Very, very true. Let's have a look at that then. My life is so far so good. Usually, yeah, all right. You probably would write, let me just move that up there. We'll move that as well. Get rid of that. You probably would do this, Kaz, honestly. You would say, my life is going well so far. Be all right. Be all right. Or just my life is good, something like that. So the idiom so far so good is used by itself as a response or as an answer. Pretty much. It's just that. So, how's things? So far so good. How is your job? So far so good. How's your new relationship? So far so good. Thanks. How's life after the divorce? Yeah, so far so good. Or you might say fantastic. I don't know how bad the relationship was. So we would use it by itself. Not something is so far so good. It's just the response. Cool? Hopefully that makes sense. Of course it makes sense, Paul. Don't forget, if you have any other questions, please put them in the comments and I will answer them. But if you don't, let's go to quantifiers. Let's get rid of Kaz and all his tattoos, which I suspect is not you, Kaz. We'll have a look at these quantifiers. It's going to be quantifiers today and special verbs tomorrow, I think. Kaz says he's got it. That's good. 3 thumbs up. I like the thumbs up. So let's have a look at these quantifiers, because these are things that people often make mistakes with. And hello, if you've just joined us, it's day 16 of IELTS Transformations daily live class. Who knows how long it will go on for? Maybe indefinitely. We have just had a look at phrasal verbs and idioms. So go back to the beginning later and watch the replay, watch that. But now we're going to have a look at quantifiers, things that people often make mistakes with. We're going to have a look at all of these. And down here, we'll have a look at few and a few, for example. I've left it all there for you to see. I'm going to write some examples so you can see the differences, hopefully. So we'll start here with most or almost all plus a plural countable noun. All sounds horrible, doesn't it? But I might write, let's make that smaller. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough space. Bugger me. Look at that, what a disaster. Let's get rid of that. Probably going to be horrible. I mean horrible. Most, can I put Asians? Can I? Because it's smaller. It's easier to write than Japanese. Oh, let me put that. Bugger me. Most Japanese like rice. Taiwanese, Japanese, Chinese, but I don't have space to write all of it. Most Japanese people like rice, and we'll put in there people so that you can see that that countable, plural uncountable noun is, that's not right, is it? Sorry, that's a different example that I've got for later. Let's get rid of that. Good, all right. So most plus a plural noun and an uncountable noun, right? Most, we'll use that again. Japanese people like rice. This is just general. There are 125 million Japanese people. I would guess most of them like rice. Okay? Cool. Got it? This is general. Most Brazilian guys play soccer. Not all of them, but most of them. And it's general. Now the difference comes between general and specific, because you can see a little bit of a difference, right? It's still got most, it's still got almost all, but then we have of and a determiner. Cool? Cool. So let me use a different example for both. Most students study hard. That would be nice. Cool? It's probably not true, but it would be nice. Now that is just general students everywhere. And then here, most of the students study hard. Well, what is the difference between this one here and this one here? What is the difference between general and specific? When it's general without of and the, it's all people everywhere. When it is specific, it's two little groups. So if I had, and I'm going to draw a picture, Roxy, I'm sorry, I'm going to draw a picture. If I had some people over here, right, there are people there, and there are people over here. Cool? Two different groups of people. If this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the people stay at home. No, not most of the people, because this is all the people. Nearly all people in the world are under lockdown. So it would be most people, because it's generally true for the world. But if I have these two groups of people, all right, they are students. In my class. These 5 study hard. These, let's get rid of one person. Sorry, you're dead. See ya. Don't study hard. Where are they from? Who knows? Maybe the ones who study hard are from Asia and the ones that don't study hard are from Brazil. I'm joking, Alex, I'm joking. It's just a very bad idea that teachers have of students. It's not true, of course, I don't believe it. I think people from everywhere study hard. So here, this is my class. My class has 9 people. If I say most students study hard, that means students everywhere. But I don't know students everywhere, do I? I know about my class. So if I say most of the students study hard, well, that's specific to my class, right? So it's got to be that. If I say dogs are cute, well, that's not true. Not all dogs are cute. I could say most dogs are cute, generally. But if I had dogs and cats, a group of dogs and a group of cats, I might say most of the dogs are cute. Cool? Specific groups. Specific groups. What's this? Comment. I was a good student in your classes. You were one of the best students in my class. Thank you very much. You were fantastic. I wish every student had been like you. Would have been great. All right. And then one little mistake that you guys made. Like I spent all that time getting rid of the lines earlier, and the bloody things are back. Never mind. I won't complain too much about it. Although I am English, so, you know, maybe I will. One of the mistakes that people make with this, and this is more of an Asian mistake than a South American mistake. Don't worry, Alex. We'll get to yours one day. You say things like almost. That's far too big. Don't like it. Maybe that'll be all right. Almost Japanese people like rice. Almost Japanese people like rice. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong because it's almost all. It is most or almost all. Not almost Japanese people. What's almost Japanese people? I'm nearly Japanese but not quite. No. Like my kids are 50-50. My wife's Japanese and I'm English. So are they almost Japanese? No. So this is one mistake that you make regularly, is you miss out that bit. So if we just put it in there, almost all Japanese people like rice. That's now better. So not almost people. Almost people work hard. What's an almost person? It just doesn't exist. So sorry for my sarcastic response to mistakes, but I am. So, you know, you have to get used to it. Then, again, if you have any comments or questions, fantastic. Please let me know. I will be happy to fix your mistakes. This one is, or this group is something that people make mistakes with as well, quite a lot. It's another and the other and others. These quantifiers. Fantastic little rule if you can practice writing with this. Particularly, well, actually all of them. So, we've got another plus a singular noun. And that is, we will say general. And my example might be, I have 10 players. Well, for soccer or football, I need 11 people on the team, hopefully, right? I need another. I need another player. It means one more of something. Do I care? Do I care which thing? No, because it's general. I don't care which thing. I just want one more. I need another player. You might say, I need one more player. Okay. I need another player is probably what a native speaker would say. So, singular noun, there you go. Player is one, and so that works. Another plus a singular noun. We also have the next one here, another plus a quantity plus a plural noun. Just sounds like maths, doesn't it? Horrible. That means quantity plus more plus plural noun. So you might say, I have another 6 weeks on my visa. You're staying in Australia and you have to leave in 6 weeks. So you might say, I have another 6 weeks on my visa. We might put left in there. I have another 6 weeks left on my visa. You could say, I have 6 more weeks left. Sorry. I have 6 more weeks left on my visa. I would say this one. I would say another. What my Brazilian friends would say, Alex, this is for you now. I have more 6 weeks. I have more 6 weeks left on my visa. That's the sort of thing I would hear from South Americans, Colombian, Brazilian, doesn't matter. You say that generally. This is better. That's at the top. I have another 6 weeks. That would be good. Cool? Why do we always ask cool? Of course it's cool. I'm cool. Yes, you are, Paul. Talking to myself. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Go, go, go. There we go. Beautiful. Who's that? Wow. Wow, that makes sense. Everything I say makes sense, Kaz. But thank you. Thank you. It does make sense. It's nice and easy, isn't it? Cool. Yes, it is cool. Fantastic. Fantastic. So this one, let's give it a bit of a tick of approval. That's done. That's done. Now we can have a look at this bit here. The other. The other plus a singular or a plural or an uncountable noun. So the other being specific. Let's say you have 2 things, maybe more, but we'll go with 2. You might have 2 things. Let's go there. If you have 2 pens, you have a blue pen and a black pen, and I ask, get away. Could you give me a pen? Could you give me a pen, please? If you give me the black pen and I want the blue one, I might say, no, the other one. I probably should have asked for the blue pen in the first place, or whatever colour pen I wanted. So if you give me something and I want the other of something, I say no, the other one, please. Cool. Even if I've got 1, 2, 3 monkeys, hear no evil, speak no evil, and see no evil. If you say, can I have a monkey, please? Yeah, I want this one. No, another one. I don't want speak no evil. I want another one. Okay, how about this one? No, I don't want hear no evil. I want the other one, because you know there are 3. I've offered you 2. There's 1 more left. It's specific. I'll have that one, please. Hear no evil. There we go. Anyway, my 3 monkeys. Hopefully that makes sense. Fantastic. All right. So let's have a look a little bit more of that. So 1 more pen. Could you please give me another pen? All right. I could say 1. I'm not writing that example. Sorry, I almost made a boo-boo. 1. Sorry. 1. Give me a second. 1 monkey, we'll use that. 1 monkey is broken. The other monkeys are fine, though. 1 monkey is broken. I think this one is broken just a little bit. The other monkeys are fine. Cool. Fantastic. And now I'm going to get rid of that as well. Good God. There we go. Done. All right. So we've done that. We've done that. And now we're on uncountable. This coffee is horrible. The other one, the other coffee, let's say coffee actually. The other coffee was great. Cool, this coffee is horrible. The other coffee, the bag that we bought last week, was great. Uncountable. Coffee is both countable and uncountable, depending on how we use it. There we go. Now, so we've done that. Let's give it a tick. Let's go down here. We're on other and others. Other plus plural noun. So I could say some people like Paul. Some people like Paul. Other people don't. Those people are wrong, but never mind. Some people like Paul, other people don't. Now, we don't want to repeat people and people, do we? That would be silly. We don't want to repeat it. So what we could write instead is some people like Paul, others don't. Some people like Paul, others don't. Or some people like Paul, others are wrong. That's just for my confidence. Actually, I'm totally confident. Cool. This one here, if I don't have the eraser, this one here and this one here is another one where people get it wrong. Because there's lots of plurals and not plurals, can be quite confusing. So it's, for example, some people like Paul, other people don't. I wouldn't do that because of the repetition. I would do that instead. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's cool. And if you would like to write a comment or an example, please do so, and I will correct it, of course, every time. And then down here we've got, I should probably tick that as well, just for my obsessive compulsive. There we go, done, ticked, safe. Few and a little versus a few and a little. And don't worry, if you write your comment or your example there, I will have a look. Look at that. There we go. That's nice. Some people like Paul and others love. Very good, Roxy. I don't want to correct it because it's saying something nice about me, but I will because I love you as well. I'm not sure if that was you you're referring to or which side you're on. But this is how you get better, not sitting there watching a video, no matter who's doing it. A pretty girl on YouTube with millions of followers, or a balding middle-aged guy like me with hundreds of followers, it doesn't matter. But watching it won't be enough. That's just entertainment. Doing this, writing comments, that's the way. So whoever you watch, I don't care if it's me or not, go and, if it's somebody else, comment properly. But I don't think they will interact with you as much as me, because I'm desperate. Some people like Paul. Others love. All right, so what's wrong with that? How could we fix it? Well, for a start, now you said and, sorry, so I'm a dick. And others, all right, that's fantastic, Rox, sorry. The only part with the error is down here, and it might be your native language interrupting your first, I'm not sure. Can you just say love in Taiwanese, Mandarin? I'm not sure exactly what it is you speak, maybe Mountain Taiwanese. Can you say love on its own? I know you can in Japanese, say like just like, but I'm not sure about Mandarin. What it should be then, to make it even better, and I just want to keep talking about somebody loving me because that's nice for me. Let's not do a capital letter, you dick. Some people like Paul and others love him, because we need an object after love, yeah, and then it would be great. Fantastic example, but we just make it better every time. Thanks, Rox. Beautiful. Good example too. Hope you got my English joke. Good, good, good. Awesome, Roxy, thank you so much. All right, so we can see here with few and little, let's look at those first. Few and little plus a plural noun. Does that work? No, that's just silly. Let's go down here. Let's do it here. This is much better. So we've got few plus plural noun. Cool? There we go. Few plus a plural noun. Where's my thing that I want to put next? Oh, shit. Few plus a plural noun, and that is negative. And I'll give you an example as to why. Good. Let's put that down there. Sorry, background. So I could say few Sorry. Few people came to my party. Few people came to my party. If I was expecting a lot of people, I was expecting 10, 20, 30 people, and only 3 or 4 came, then that would be negative to me. I would think it's negative because I expected more. So I would say few people, few plus a plural noun, that's negative to me. But if I put a few plus a plural noun, that would be positive. Cool? That would be positive. So if then I said a few people came to my party. If I wasn't very popular and I didn't expect that many people would come to my party, and 3 or 4 did, and for me that was positive, I would say a few people came to my party. It's the same number of people, but do I think it's positive or negative? So what we have is few being negative and a few being positive. That's the difference. Then, all good? Let's go here. Black. We can go little uncountable noun. No prizes for guessing what that is. Negative. A little plus uncountable noun. Equals positive. Let's have a look at this quickly. Roxy. A few months ago, there was no one thought that COVID-19 would be pandemic, even Who. Well, bugger the Who. Not the Who, the band. Of course, that's for you, Alex. Who. But yeah, the World Health Organization, just useless jokers, particularly complaining about Taiwan, who are doing a good job, but not because you're Taiwanese, Roxy, of course. But no, we wouldn't say few months ago. It would always be a few months ago. A few months ago. A few days ago, a few weeks ago, a few months ago, a few hours ago. It's always a few plus time. So a little bit wrong there. That's okay. Let's just do this up here, and then I'll finish off with the plural. Sorry, I just like to do your examples. A few months ago, there was no one thought that, nice noun clause, well, COVID-19 would be pandemic, even Who. Disgusting, disgraceful Who. A few months ago, so we'll put in there, of course it should be a few months ago. There was no one. We've got a verb here and we've got a verb there. It's a little bit, dare I say, Chinese, sorry Rox, but it's a little bit Mandarin speaker to do that. there was no one thought that COVID-19 would be a pandemic, even, I think we'll put the who. Fantastic sentence, like that's great. Noun clause. Shit, sorry. That's great. Modal verb. IELTS loves it, so it's good language. This is good too. There, we use it instead of, well, as a subject, let's say. But a few months ago, there was no one who thought that COVID-19 would be a pandemic. So we need that little relative clause in there. Cool. Because we're describing that no one thought this. Hopefully that helps. Thank you so much for your example. Of course. But let's get back to this, because that's what I was doing. Poor people who don't know who I am, just jumping around everywhere. It's very strange. So little, I might put little was known about COVID-19 last year. A little bit was, because in December maybe they knew a little bit, but little was known, and it's little information, and information is uncountable, and we can sometimes, if it's obvious, just take it out, and it's obvious because of known. So we know information or we don't. So if I'm talking about information, I can take it out and just put little was known about COVID last year, because you must know information, right? Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. We'll put in, we'll put information in again. Cool. And we might put a little is known about it now, because it's positive, right? Just a little bit. And I'm going to use it because it refers to the information. Sorry. I'm going to put it because it refers to son of a... It refers to COVID-19. So I'm using it as a substitute and reference. Cool. Look at that. 2 thumbs up. All of 2 thumbs up. I expect more, but my expectations and reality are different. All right. We've got here Andrew. Thanks, Andrew. Good evening, my friend. I missed yesterday's class because the signal of the Wi-Fi was very bad. The signal of my Wi-Fi is sometimes very bad as well, which sucks big time. But here I am again to improve my English. Fantastic, mate. Well, you're probably going to have to watch from the beginning when I post this after finishing going live to get the most out of it, because I think we might almost be done. I might just go and get my kids to come and do some Hangman and a bit of drawing or something. If you have any questions, of course, please write your questions, and I will be back in a second. Mei-chan. Oi, Kodomos. Oh, Lily-chan. Mei-chan. Lily-chan. Yes. Oi, get off. What do you mean? Oh, I'm an old man. All right. Say hello.
Hello.
Look into that one.
Hello.
Over there.
I said hello.
What are you hiding behind me for? All right, May, would you like to draw something, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Go on then. All right, May is going to... She's going to draw... Are you going to draw something? We're going to play a quick Hangman game. The game that we play with our kids to help them learn vocabulary. I don't know whether that's something you do or not, but we do. So, you know, you can. In your own time, sweetheart. Oh, he spelt it correctly. Well done. And Alex. Look at these lovely people. Do you have a word, mate, that you can spell?
Yes, it's in
Bloody
this
long,
room.
isn't it?
It's in this room.
It's in this room? Me.
No.
All right. So you can play over in wherever you are.
You said me.
Just guessing letters. I'm going to go vowels first. A.
Can I
Close the door, please, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
A.
Bit coffee today.
Say hello.
Hello.
Look at that camera.
Hello.
Good girl.
And I must say coffee.
E. E.
There's already E up there.
No, but that's me. I. I.
M.
O.
Hmm?
O.
Oh, wait, there's another E here. N. Wait, M.
Huh?
Wait.
You know how to spell this word, mate?
Yes.
Could be an absolute disaster. You can have a guess if you want. Good God, mate. P.
P. I think it's gonna be some King and Mario. No, it's not.
Hello, Lily Rose. Hello, Lily. C.
E.
E's already there, sweetheart. U. You can't keep changing it, love. U.
U. No.
K.
Hmm?
I got that. K. Stream Deck.
Yeah, I copied it off that thing.
She did. There's a little device over there called a Stream Deck, which is supposed to help me do this, but I paid money for it and haven't used it.
Where's
So what a
the
disaster.
Stream Deck?
It's over there, darling. All right, let me have a go.
No.
Oh. All right, I'm going to have a quick go with something that you might get. All right. Oi, oi, oi. All right, let's do this then. Are you going to do one?
Yeah.
You're going to draw a picture? Is it going to be a giraffe that looks like a cat?
No.
No? All right. Let's do a quick word.
So I can do it.
Oh, that's pretty, isn't it?
What was pretty?
All right, I hate this word.
No. T.
See, sorry?
T.
T.
A.
No T.
P.
No P.
I thought it could be P.
It's not
E.
poo, Lily.
E.
E.
But you said that you don't like this word.
That's right. Come on, chop chop.
I.
Huh?
I.
I. No I.
O.
No O.
You.
No you.
Naughty.
Naughty.
M.
No. M. No.
S.
S. No. Daddy's gonna win this. It's
Yeah,
something you do
K.
when you are tired.
K.
K.
Brushing teeth.
Don't brush your teeth when you're tired.
Oh yeah.
Well, you
Sleep.
are tired
Sleep.
when you.
Wait, that can't be
Sleep is not. Oh my God! What a bad teacher I am. Chop chop.
What do you do when you're tired?
Well, you just did it before. You could do it in the morning. You could do it in the evening.
Play.
No.
What did I just do that?
Ball?
Play.
No,
Play?
you don't play when you're tired. You don't. No, not ball. It could be ball. Then play doesn't have an A there, does it? Careful, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Right, give up.
No.
Quick then. Give me letters.
S.
No.
100.
What?
A, B.
No. Oh,
Oh, yawn. Oh wow.
look at that. Yi Seong. Long time no see, my friend. Hopefully you are very well.
I forgot about.
What a genius.
I forgot
He
that.
obviously had a good teacher, didn't he?
I didn't just yawn. Daddy.
You did.
Daddy.
No, I didn't.
I forgot that we could yawn. I forgot about yawning.
I hate the word yawn because it makes me yawn when I read it or see it or hear it or
Yawn.
horrible.
I already read yawn.
Get away. All right, are you going to draw something?
Yes.
Pizza.
Daddy.
Giraffe. All right, Lily is going to draw something for us to finish off the little session. Thank you so much for joining. You can guess what she is drawing, and you should practice writing examples using the phrasal verbs and the idioms we saw today, and even the grammar that we saw. And Kaz, I know you wrote a lot, man. I will get to doing that as part of the class,
cheese.
I think.
Not like that, actually.
Is it pizza?
No.
Come on, babe. Have a guess. See what you think it might be.
Is it
A square of cheese.
No.
Is it a food?
Yes, but not healthy food.
Is it chip?
Nacho.
No.
Doritos.
No.
Is it any type of chip?
No.
A cheese sandwich.
No.
Waffle.
No.
Pancake.
Oh, what?
No.
How's that not a waffle?
Giraffe.
No.
Just a food.
It is for a lion. Ice cream. Oh,
Ice cream.
oh, look at that. Kaz is a genius. An ice cream cone. Well done, Lily. Waffle cone. What a genius. At 5, just like Daddy.
Pink ice cream.
Ah. Well done, Lil. You get 1,000,000 points.
What?
I'm not sure what you can convert those 1,000,000 points into. And who's going to give them to you. All right, that'll do, Lily. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I would love it if you could like, subscribe. But better would be to tell your friends to watch this every morning at 9:30. Because you will learn a lot. I know you will.
You won't.
And we might be able to have some Skype classes live when you are brave enough to do that. Kaz, we can work it out if you want. Who knows? Anyway, May, can you say goodbye?
Bye.
Lily?
I wanted to bye.
Bye. All right. See you guys. Have a fantastic day or evening, wherever you might be.
Bye.
Nice one. See everyone, says Alex.
Small ladies
Bye-bye.
first.
What?